today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. White letter tires, brother.
Yeah, well, the trend of white letter tires gained significant momentum in the 60s and 70s, especially here in the U.S. of A. Muscle cars and street racing were becoming increasingly popular. White letter tires became synonymous with performance and style and coolness that we all had associated with high-performance vehicles as well. White lettering on tires comes in two primary types, raised and painted. Each type has a distinct characteristics and manufacturing process. Raised white lettering is created during the manufacturing process itself. The letters are raised above the tire surface and are part of an integral portion of that sidewall. White lettering is typically made from white rubber. Rubber is actually kind of a cream color to begin with. It's a compound that is molded into the tire. Raised letters are known for their durability since it's part of the tire itself. Painted white lettering involves applying white paint to the tire after it has been manufactured. The paint is applied to a desired area of the sidewall. We used to do that with your chalk, your crayon, fingernail polish. We used to do all kinds of stuff like that.
Yes.
We did. Requires more maintenance, though. Both types have their advantages and are chosen based on specific needs and preferences of the vehicle and their owner. Raised white lettering being more durable is often preferred as a regular use, and painted white letters allows you more customization, is popular among the car enthusiasts who frequently change the aesthetics of their vehicle. The manufacturing process of white letter tires includes ORWL, which is outlined raised white letters, is intricate and requires precise techniques to ensure durability and the clarity of the lettering. No font distortion there. The process varies depending on what letter is being raised. Raised white lettering is typically created using a specialized molding process. The white rubber compound is inserted into the mold along with black rubber and is used for the rest of the tire, so that they're just injecting a little bit portions at a time. During the vulcanization process, and Spock knows that, whereas the tire is heated and cured, curing the rubber, the white and black compounds fuse together. Painted white lettering is fully formed and cured in the area of the white lettering and is applied thoroughly and cleaned and prepared. Specialized durable paint is then carefully applied to the designated areas. This process might be done by hand or with the help of automated machinery for consistency and precision. Both methods require careful quality control and ensure the lettering is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also to withstand the rigors of road use without fading or peeling. And regular cleaning is essential to get the dirt and all the buildup and keep it from yellowing. Using cleaners specifically designed for it is advisable because you can really tarnish it and mess it up. Avoid exposure to harsh chemicals and solvents, deteriorating the rubber. We used to use brake fluid to get our tires black.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that was back in the day. For those seeking non-permanent solutions, temporary decals can be applied to the sidewall. There are actually companies out there, professional companies, that will design lettering and apply them to your tire. While comparing all of these raised white letters, outlined white letters, consider this. They are a little bit higher priced, even if when you buy it, from the tire store, and then the raised white letters can be a little bit more money as well. The resurgence of vintage and retro styles in automotive design has been renewed interest in the white letter tiring. The ability to customize and personalize tires, white lettering, appears to be pretty advantageous for the consumer, and it's kind of unique, and it makes a unique style statement for them. White lettering on tires is often associated with specific brands, influencing customer loyalty and preference. The trends indicate that while practical considerations are important, the aesthetics and brand-related aspects of the tire design significantly influence the customer's choice. And there you've got all kinds of things. You can create your own design. You can get on their website, and they'll send you the stickers themselves, and you can put Don Armstrong on the side of your tires.
No, I don't want Don Armstrong.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey.
For them.
Time now for Mr. Mars This Week in Auto History. Mr. Mars, it's all yours, sir.
Found a few things this week coming up that we thought were real interesting and thought we'd share them. For example, in 1925, the Going to the Sun Road moves forward. Now, this is a major construction project that went through Montana and into Glacier National Park. Now, the reason this was really important, not only was it carved out of the side of the mountains themselves, but this kind of helped establish the idea that the road, the scenery, the place to go could be the road itself, which inspired more people to get on instead of just going to a resort or something. Let's go travel across America as part of these roads. And there's a few of these out there, and this is one of them that kind of kicked that off. The second thing we found in 1934, Donald Healey wins the Alpine Trial. Now, this was important because this guy created the Austin Healey eventually. So this is where he got his start. He worked through it. This is a picture of one of the cars going through the race course, of course, much later and newer. And
So it looks like Pikes Peak.
almost, but it's
not. No, it is not Pikes Peak. I can promise you that.
So this is one of the primary automotive events of that era, and this has helped launch his career into actually building cars as he got a little more prominent in the world. So the next one is in 1948. Now, this is the first Porsche that was completed in 1948. It was known as Porsche 356 number 1.
You mean Porsche?
Porsche.
It's Porsche.
Depends on where you're at, East Texas or West Texas. Anyway, so it was built in Austria, and carried a mid-mounted engine. Now, this would become one of the world's most respected performance car brands, and this hand-built prototype was the beginning of it. So this is where it kicked off, and they actually built two. They built the convertible, and they built an open. They built the coupe, and they built an open model. They didn't have convertibles; they were open cars.
It's like a Carrera type look.
Kind of, it's the forefront to that, absolutely. So the fourth thing I wanted to bring up, and this one I thought was real interesting when I got into it a little bit further. 1955, Mercedes-Benz was headed for a victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Unfortunately, there was a crash. Now, the cause of the crash was because of the Jaguar driver getting ready to make a pit. He pulled to the right side of the track in front of the Austin Healey driver, who had to hit the brakes. Now, when he did that, he also swerved, and when he did, he pulled out in front of the Mercedes-Benz that was traveling at 125 miles per hour. Now, Mercedes-Benz hit the car and was launched into the earth embankment that was right there, hit the top of it, launched over into the spectator area, and it disintegrated. Threw him out onto the track, which he died immediately. But the debris and the rest of the car that literally bounced through the spectator area, killed 80 people, not to mention how many people were injured. And this is the most spectacular accident, is from a death count that has happened in automotive history. And I thought this was kind of, I didn't know it was that bad. I knew that there was a big wreck, and it caused a lot of changes in the racing world because of it. Then in 1963, Ford's Total Performance campaign expands. Now, this particular thing is important because Ford was going through their total performance strategy, and they were trying to link racing directly with car sales. Same thing, win on Sunday, sell on Monday type thing that became very popular back then with NASCAR and the publicity that was all around that. But the philosophy also is kind of what led to the streetcar high performance market, the muscle machines that came out and that were developed with the big engines and the small cars. This was the stepping stone that led into that up and through the 60s until it kind of crapped out in the 70s, unfortunately. But that was some of the things we found interesting in this week in automotive history.
Thank you, sir. Howdy. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Time now for Mr. Mars' driving destinations.
Here we go.
And this week, Mr. Mars, hidden Houston speakeasies. I'm ready. I'm all ears.
So for our younger audience that really is not familiar with the idea of the speakeasy, that came about because during Prohibition, you had to go to a hidden bar. Sometimes it was special knocks on a certain door or something like that. Anyway, they were kind of hidden, and that's the reason they called the speakeasy, because you had to speak easy to get into it. So in Houston, we've got a few, and what they do is give you that little mystery, the little atmosphere, and an easy place to have some conversation over some really nice cocktails in these hidden places. Downtown's hidden bookcase experience. Now, we're going to start with dinner downtown, then we're going to slip behind a bookcase, literally, to get to Captain Foxhart's Bad News and Bar Spirit Lodge, and also in the hidden bar district. Now, this is one of the classic speakeasy setups in that you have to go through a hidden place. It's not widely known. It is, but it's not. It's supposed to be hidden. It's supposed to be secretive. But this place has a really nice balcony that you can set out there on, and you have a nice view of downtown. Really nice during the evening where the lights come up and everything. And they have some really great craft cocktails and a real nice food menu to go along with it. Now, from there, if you want something for more of a little more special occasion date, go to Bandista. Now, this is hidden literally behind the entrance within the hotel of the Four Seasons. Now, it's only 20 seats in this speakeasy, so it's very, very small, very
Exclusive.
Intimate.
exclusive, but it's got all the prohibition inspired touches to it and with modern mixology. So you can sit in there and you can uh, kind of like sitting in a theater to watch what goes on, ordering the drinks from the bar, and you can actually pair it with dinner while you're downtown. It just creates a nice little venue to go and sneak off to, like is what you would want for a speakeasy. Now, this other one here is one of Houston's kind of unusual date night concept is Case Chocolates. Now, it doesn't focus solely on drinks because it's got the cozy speakeasy style venue, but it also puts that with the artisan chocolates that go with curated cocktails. Now, this is a kind of creates a lot of conversation just because it's something different. You're sitting there talking, and it's not very far. It is downtown, but it's a really nice place to sit at and get to. From there, you could go over to the River Oaks uh, Hotel, where it's called a place called Fancies. Again, Prohibition era. The venue combines the Art Deco styling, live music, low lighting, and craft cocktails to give you that kind of hidden away, unique experience that you might find and expect to see in a speakeasy. Now, it's hidden upstairs in it's a hidden lounge upstairs, and it gives you that sense that you're going to a private party, not necessarily a open area bar. If you're looking for something that's a little more old, if you will, Marfarless.
Marfrailis. Marfrailis.
I
Yes.
knew that. So you're familiar with it, Don?
Yes, I am, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Well,
Just please
don't,
move on.
don't
We're running
want to
short
know.
of time.
So
This is the
in
place
the
to
River
cut.
Oaks area. Got lots of dim lighting, intimate booths, and it's great for a Houston date night. One other thing I would mention in a real hurry is the Hidden Bar in Rice Village. And the name kind of says it all. It's tucked away into a nice setting, intimate cocktails, and got dinner nearby. Just a nice place that you can go to have a nice date night in someplace different.
And even though you didn't ask, I am going to tell you that Marfrailis used to be, back in the day, the makeout bar in Houston. Thank you for asking. Hey, the In Real Time Car Talk Show is going to continue right after this quick break. Stay with us. Thank you very much. All right, time now for this hour's car review. Your old pal Don Armstrong had a chance to drive the 2026 GMC Sierra. Now, this is not just any old Sierra. This is the full-size EV Denali Max range, and it comes in these trim levels: Elevation, standard range; Denali, standard range; Denali extended range; AT4 extended range; AT4 max range, and Denali max range.
Man,
You're gonna have a big battery just for the name.
I need a drink.
And I'll tell you this: it shows on the dash anyway, that once it's got a full charge, it'll do 500 miles. Seats, well, gosh, it depends on how you've got it loaded up, but this particular one here seats 5. Okay. Exterior changes. It was all new in 2024. Sharp looking body style reminds of the old Avalanche in some sort of way if you look at it from the side. Attractive, unique grille with a solid panel in place of the open grille like most trucks and SUVs have. Big open wheel wells with side marker lights embedded at the top of you can see them up there at the top of the wheel well trim. Okay. Short box is attractive. I really do like the short box. What could use improvement? That plasticky rear bumper. I think I'd take that off and put me a big chrome one up there from
Or a roll pan.
1968. Well, you could do a roll pan. Interior highlights. Each trim gets its own unique upholstery. Huge vertical mounted center screen there with a phone charger directly below it. Steering wheel controls are easy to understand and use. As far as the side steps, they're folding and they are handy. I will tell you that. As far as room, it's got a frunk up in the trunk, up in the front there. It's small but handy. The back seat folds up. What I liked about it, overall layout, extremely attractive. What could use improvement? Infotainment system does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and the instrument cluster is a little bit too small for me and my blind eyes. No shade for the sunroof. And I put on there, in Texas?
Yeah.
No, it's got one of those auto dimming kind of roofs on it, which is cool, but man, it's going to be 100 degrees here before too long. You do the math.
Yeah.
Engine, dual motor, 760 horsepower, torque 785 pound-feet. Four-wheel drive is standard. Tow rating, 10,200 pounds. Haul rating, 1,500 pounds in the bed. It gets a 478-mile range when I got it. It's 500 is what the folks at GM say. I got 2.0 miles per kilowatt hour. If you want to do the math on that, be my guest because I can't. We can call Katie. She'll do it for us. It gets 385 miles per charge according to the computer on the thing. Okay. What I liked about it, the range. So you don't have to stop every 10 minutes to get it recharged. What could use improvement? No, more of it. Just keep it coming. What I liked about it, independent rear suspension when it comes to ride and handling. What could use improvement? It feels heavy, because it is. 8,867 pounds is what it weighs.
Wow.
That's over 4 tons, folks.
Yeah.
Rear axle steering, which you did a feature on last week, that is available, so you can get that as well, because it is big, and trying to get it into a grocery store parking lot space is challenging, to say the least. Okay, so here's the pricing. Base trim price, $98,600. Price is tested, $103,715. Base model price, that's the cheapo version, starts at $62,400. Ads.
That's a cheap EV price.
That's the cheap EV price.
Darn.
Competitors to the vehicle in base size and price. The F-150 Lightning starts at $49,780 for the 25 model because they stopped building it. You know. Tesla Cybertruck starts at $71,985. You always wondered how much that cost? Yeah, $71,985.
Not me.
Rivian R1T, $70,990. All of those are trucks.
Wow.
Next week, going to review the Subaru Outback. We've had them before, but they've changed it up, so they gave me another one, a new one, and we hope that you'll join us.
I
for
have
that.
questions about your review. You
Yes,
said
okay.
it lights up 500 miles when you got a full charge. Didn't they have some things with Volkswagen about messing with the CAFE standards and wrong mileage ratings? So how you said there's a formula calculation to do that.
Well,
so I'm
you know,
interested.
and I will tell everybody this, if you're not driven an EV or not familiar with them, that what they say it'll do, okay, it'll do that. Turn the air conditioning off, turn all the accessories off, and feather the throttle, and then put it on cruise control at about 40 miles an hour. And then you'll be able to get close to the mileage that they state. Now, I was privileged to find out about how they calculate mileage, and they do it on a test track. And they do it down at the bottom of the test track. Mars, you were there to witness it yourself. They were doing it up there at Chrysler when we went to that event up there. And that's what they do. They hit the cruise control button and round and around. Can you imagine having that
Well,
job?
if you do that on the road and you hit the cruise control button, as soon as you get all those calculations set up and done, you got to stop for the stop sign.
Well, there's that. But I think we're talking about freeway
Highway,
driving.
Yeah.
I have more, but we're running out of time.
Okay. Well, that's it. I mean, it was a great vehicle, and if you're into electrics and you're into trucks, this is something that you definitely want to look into because it's pretty darn nice. Because the GMC is a step above the Chevrolet, and I would imagine that they both come down the same assembly line up in Arlington.
It looks like it's an off-road visual of the
This
vehicle.
particular
It
one
does
is.
look like it, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Manly look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It could very well be a good off-roader. I haven't done any tests like that, but it's something to check out if you're into it. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. I'll be right back.